This video is brought to you by patreon.com/worsttake. Get access to exclusive live streams and Discord servers, on-screen shoutouts, and early access to some videos when you join now. Help make sure that we can continue to make content like this by supporting the Patreon. Links are in the description down below. Well, you know, sometimes I'm being very serious on this channel, and sometimes you just gotta have some fun. And I saw an opportunity for fun because I saw that video of Cam Newton successfully winning a situation where he got jumped 3-on-1. And it made me think about people fighting NFL players, which is stupid. Don't ever fight an NFL player. I don't care if that man is a punter. You ain't gonna win that one. That man is stronger than you. Okay? Yes, Russell Wilson. He would give you those hands. But give you guys a little taste of what we do on the Q and Kobe channel. I decided to bring Kobe in, and we are going to talk about the Browns players we would like to fight. Now, we can have our own criteria for this. We can have our own reasoning for these decisions. They don't really have to be universal. We're not being super scientific. We just talk about dudes who give off the impression that you might not want to fight them on the Cleveland Browns. And we might even throw in some AFC North All-Stars if we get the time for it. But Kobe, who do you think of when you think of dudes you don't want to fight on the Cleveland Browns?
Okay, so let's get the obvious one out the way. Myles Garrett.
Don't want it.
Let's just get that one out the way. I've seen him ragdoll 350-pound men. Not trying to fight Myles Garrett. Absolutely
also,
not.
Got a definite mean streak.
Listen, we seen what he did to Mason. You know what I'm saying? We see what he did to Mason. I don't want him to do that to me.
Not just what he did. Like, here's the underrated thing about what he did to Mason, right? People always focus on him smacking the helmet on him. What was insanely impressive was at one point he had Mason Rudolph, who's not a small man. I believe he's like 6'3", 6'4", 230 pounds. He had that man's whole body off the ground by the face mask. Okay? He had that man curled like a dumbbell before he took that helmet off. Like, that helmet was never staying on. Like, you know how they test these helmets with crash test dummies, and they smack them with industrial strength iron and machines that are meant to stress test. None of that shit mattered when Myles Garrett dug his claw into that helmet. Okay. Broke the buckle, the face, all that, and picked them up. You know how strong you gotta be to pick somebody up by their face? That's some Thanos shit. Okay? Like, that is a strong man. A strong man. Only thing I think that would knock Myles is that it seems like, and this is not his fault, he grew up around people who had some sense about them. Because I don't get the impression about Myles Garrett that he's used to fighting, right? Like, the thing that shocked me about that Cam Newton video was it was clear to me Cam has fought a lot in his life.
Can't be fighting.
And here's the thing, man. Cam's looked like that his whole life. Why are people fighting him? Like, why does he know how to fight? He should not know how to fight. He's like, I would not be surprised if Nick Chubb has no idea how to fight. Still wouldn't want it. But why would anybody fight Nick Chubb? Why? Nobody gonna pick that fight. It's stupid. The name he from, the city he from, named after his family. And his family is famous for being runaway slaves in Georgia. Okay? Like, they didn't even escape the South. Like, they just was like, nah, we here. Set up shop, named the town after them, and it's still there. Hey, you don't want it. Like,
Nah.
You don't want it. It's something, it's deeper than fighting. But Cam Newton knows how to fight. You know what else was like shocking? Remember when we found out that Leonard Fournette really knows how to fight? Like, like he clearly slap boxed in the bathroom when he was in high school. Knows how to fight. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. And that's the only thing. I don't think Myles was out here slap boxing in the bathrooms. I still don't think you want that problem. like we know them people who grew up places where they slap box to pass time. Myles is not from one of those places.
He's not. Like, you know who I think is though. I think underrated dude on the Browns. You not trying to fight. That I think people would try, but I don't think you're trying to fight. Elijah Moore. You ain't trying to fight Elijah Moore.
Yeah.
You're not trying to fight Elijah Moore.
Is he from Mississippi or is he from Louisiana?
I want to say he's from Mississippi.
Let me look this up. But either way, here's the thing about Elijah Moore. He's 5'10", technically. Really on the 5'9" side. And he's about 180 pounds.
Sound like somebody people would try. Well, sound like somebody people would try.
Yep. He from Sunrise, Florida.
Sunrise?
Sunrise, Florida.
Yeah. Nah.
Yeah, nah.
A town called Sunrise?
As deep south. Okay. Sunrise, Florida. Yes. So many implications with that. But here's the thing about Elijah Moore. What's his strength? Quick hands, quick feet. Don't want it. You do not want it with Elijah Moore.
It's deeper than that, though. It's deeper than the quick hands and quick feet. Because, A.J. Brown used to talk about what Elijah was doing in that weight room when they was both at Ole Miss.
All you need to say.
Underrated strength.
All you need to say is that he impressed A.J. Brown. Also, by the way, in that same vein, underrated dude, you definitely don't want to fight Devonta Smith. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. He will hurt you. Like, if Devonta Smith wasn't catching touchdown passes, he'd be the middleweight champion of the world. Okay? He'd be Floyd Mayweather. Like, because he got them big hands, right? But he's skinny. Those dudes hit so hard, man. No, you want nothing to do with that. All right, let's go down the list. Obviously, you got your Wyatt Tellers, right?
Nobody on the offensive line. Nobody on the offensive line.
DeWad Jones is stupid to try. I feel like DeWad Jones would take pity on you. Like he knows. Nah, like he can't hurt me. It's like a child. Like, stop, son. Stop.
What is he? 6'8", 375 with long arms?
Yeah, long arms.
You ain't trying to fight him, man. You ain't trying to fight him.
You're not trying
to fight him. Don't even let the idea pop in your head, man. Don't even do it. Don't even do it.
Sneaky one. Not a sneaky one given the position he plays. Dalvin Tomlinson.
Ain't nothing sneaky about that. Ain't nothing sneaky about that.
His name. He real open and proud about some next level nerdiness. My man does Dungeons and Dragons. Like, and I ain't saying there's nothing wrong with any of that. Anything, nope.
Nothing wrong with that.
But that's stuff that he definitely got ridiculed for in school. And he rectified those situations, I'm sure. Like, he made sure the disrespect will only go but so far. Like, he carries himself with a matter of self-respect and confidence that makes it clear to me it will only go but so far. Like,
He's a big anime guy. I didn't know he was a Dungeons and Dragons guy. Knew he was a big Marvel guy.
Chess guy.
Knew he was a chess guy.
Oh, by the way, you know why they were dudes who play chess in their 40s? Amari Cooper definitely plays chess. Definitely plays chess. Also, Amari Cooper from South Florida. Now look, just because you're from South Florida don't mean everything. But this is what I mean. Amari Cooper not like everybody from South Florida. Amari Cooper one of them quiet dudes from South Florida that plays chess.
I want to establish this. You're not trying to fight the quiet people in general. Because usually when they quiet like that, it means that something's wrong with them if you make them angry. Leave them people alone. In general.
All I'm saying is in Amari Cooper's entire career, nobody's ever really tried to fight him. Right?
Says a lot.
He's been in the league a long time. I have never... Look, remember when they would start that fight against the 49ers? Nobody was around Amari Cooper trying to start that. Right? You know? They picked on the little man. They got Elijah Moore when he wasn't looking.
Mm-hmm.
But Elijah Moore got right back up, got in Trent Williams' face. Also, don't want it. Don't want it. Okay? Don't want it. Mm-mm. But, yeah, man. Just think about that. Amari Cooper, he's been playing college football on national TV since he was 18 years old. That man is almost 30. I've never seen anybody really even get close to fighting him.
Nope.
Mm-mm. It's always respectful discourse. And you know why? Them DBs know how strong them hands are. Okay? They ain't got to fight them to know. They could, one press. Ooh. Ooh. Hey, you wonder how he run 4.7, get open downfield? Strong hands. Okay? Look at that 265 game. Strong hands. He got a bucket of rice and water next to his bed. He got strong hands. Chop you quick. Also, not a small guy. Very large man. Underrated.
You told Joe Flacco. Hey man, I'm 6'2", bro.
And people look at him like he's 6 foot. He's 6'2", and he's gotten bigger. He's like 230. Yeah, man. Throw that thing up, man. He strong hands.
Throw me the ball.
You know who I was always on the fence about in this conversation was David Njoku.
Why were you?
But after this year, because man, he came into the league, he didn't want to block. Like, he was getting injured. Like, you only really saw him on the Instagram photos. It was easy to get a certain image of David Njoku. That man got 75 yards in a game where the Browns threw for like 120 total 3 days after getting third-degree burns or something like that.
Yeah. Low key, he probably number one on the you do not want to fight him list.
No, I got somebody else in a similar vein, number one on my don't want to fight list. But let me tell you something. Like, if this is Zelda, Chief got a temple. Chief got a temple. And you know what? Chief strikes me as somebody who knows stuff. Like, I don't think Amari Cooper going to hit you with jujitsu or like any kind of advanced technique. Hey, you might get in there with David Njoku. He hit a stance on you. An NFL athlete that knows what they're...
Nobody that big built like that should be able to get into a stance on you. Like, if that happens, you just got to be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? All right, cool.
You saw him break them tackles. All year. You saw him. We don't even got to talk about how you don't want it with Nick Chubb. Absolutely. No. Because for Nick Chubb to fight you, that's a Jose Ramirez situation. Not only will you lose, nobody will have your back. Look, it could be people that the media likes. If Nick Chubb squared up and punched TJ Watt in the face, we gonna start talking about TJ Watt being an asshole nationally, not just in Cleveland, nationally. They gonna be on the program code because they gonna be like, how do you get Nick Chubb to smack you in the face?
Might need
Remember,
TJ to do that now. Might need TJ
remember,
to do that now.
hey, remember how this started with Jalen Ramsey?
Mm-hmm.
He had an endearing personality until AJ Green beat him up. Okay. And then all of a sudden, is he a problem? Hey. And look, Nick Chubb makes AJ Green look like a chatterbox. You don't. Nick Chubb be lifting tree trunks like in the forest. Nick Chubb get in shape like an anime character in between season breaks. Yeah, I dropped one on you. I dropped one on you. And that wasn't bad, was it? That wasn't bad, was it? That was a good one. That was a good one. Yeah.
I'm proud of you. Yeah. Proud of you. Look at you.
Yeah, like, nah, you don't want it. Nick Chubb, obviously. Nick Chubb, I don't think Nick Chubb will ever have to fight in his life. Because who's stupid enough to do it? Like, if nobody did it before, they definitely ain't doing it now.
Nobody trying to fight Nick Chubb, man. Come on. Ain't nobody trying to fight Nick Chubb.
Like, they did. Not, there's no situation where I'm like, somebody wants it with Nick. Again, also from the Chubb family. Bradley Chubb, yeah, they related. Like, the town is called Chubb Town Cove in Georgia.
Yeah, man.
Not just Georgia. Like, I'm not saying like, oh, it's a suburb of Atlanta. Georgia.
You talking about the woods?
Georgia.
I'm talking about the woods.
Georgia. Okay. Okay. Yes. Hey. Don't want it. Do not want it. Let's see. Am I ready to reveal my number one don't want it all-star? I think.
Are we gonna throw somebody else? We want to throw somebody else out there real quick before we get to number one?
Who you got?
You said Dalvin. That was somebody I was thinking about. But honestly, I feel like we disrespecting the DBs a little bit by not throwing somebody out there.
I got one in the DB room. One, Martin Emerson.
I think I did. You said Martin Emerson?
I was
gonna say Grant.
I don't know. Grant from Louisiana, so you never know, right? Like, I have a rule in life. I find out somebody from Louisiana, I don't test that. My dad from Louisiana. I've seen what the punches look like, man. Like, no. I remember I saw my dad punch somebody, and I was like, I ain't disrespecting this man at all. Like, yes, sir. No, sir. Punch happened so fast. Okay. Nah. Absolutely not. That is my rule, my golden rule, and I don't test it. And that should be your golden rule too. And if you listen to that at home, adopt it. Okay? That is your golden rule. Did that man say, I'm from a city in Louisiana that you've never heard of? Walk away kindly.
Oh, no. I know who I'm thinking of in the DB room. You said Martin. DeAnthony Bell.
That's what I was about to say next.
DeAnthony Bell.
My man went to West Florida.
West Florida.
Undrafted free agent. That, you generally you don't want it with any undrafted free agent. Just in general, right? I have also no undrafted free agents. Nobody who went to JUCO. Them boys want to be here. Okay? Like, it wasn't easy. Like, they have overcome something.
We've all seen Last Chance U.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all know what's going on.
They done been talked to by some crazy coaches who do not have the clout to talk to them in the way that they do. For little reward, they have some frustration that they will gladly take out on you. You don't want that. You don't want that. But my number one dude on the Browns, JOK.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Undersized. Linebacker. But he's really not undersized because he's still 6'1", 240. Okay? No, 230. And quick. Not just quick. Quicker than anybody's ever seen. Okay?
How many tackles for loss he have? How many tackles for loss he had?
20. He's undersized, Cole. He has 15 more tackles for loss than Roquan Smith. His average depth of tackle, less than 2 yards.
Undersized linebacker. Up near the line of scrimmage, causing havoc all game.
How you think he getting past them guards, man? it ain't no bull rush, right? Like, you don't want it. JOK is the last dude on earth. Like, I will fight Myles Garrett before I would ever fight JOK. Like,
I ain't trying to fight either one of them motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie. No problems. I'm good.
I can't think of anybody I want it with less than JOK. Now, do we have anybody in the AFC North that strikes us as particularly don't want it with? Like, we could throw out George Pickens.
Yeah, I trying to fight George Pickens.
That man like to fight too much. Who likes to fight way too much.
AFC North. I gotta think.
Don't sleep on Jamar Chase.
I'm not. I heard your Louisiana. I heard your Louisiana diatribe. I get it. I heard.
Don't sleep on Jamar Chase. At Queen.
Cam Hayward.
Cam Hayward's up there.
Cam Hayward.
Marlon Humphrey is an insane man. He choked Odell out. You know, I feel like we forgot this, man.
He choked Odell. I forgot about that.
And then became his teammate and had him on the podcast. That's an insane man.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That football saved me from jail. Okay. Like when if he ever says football saved my life, he means it. He means it. I tell you about the story that Dominique Foxworth tells about Ray Lewis?
Mm-mm.
It was like, here's how I knew Ray Lewis was different. We in the tunnel getting ready to play Cleveland. This one Cleveland not good. And you know, it's real workmanlike. You just go out there, handle business, try to win this game. Dominique said he looked over at Ray. And Ray crying. Ray crying. He talk about how we need to win to keep the crime rate down in the city of Baltimore. How the city needs us. How people live and die with us, literally. That's what this means to Ray. And Dominique said he realized at that moment he was never going to be as good as Ray. Because if that's what it takes, he ain't got it. Like,
the crime rate. Hey, man. I was like, hey, he got it.
If you ever wondered why Ray Lewis was so motivated, Ray Lewis wasn't playing football. He was trying to save lives in his mind.
Ironic.
Hey, we on the main channel. Hey, can't do that. Can't do that on the Uno.
Okay.
But yeah. In Baltimore, Cove, in the 2000s, that man was watching The Wire, feeling like it was his fault. Omar died because I ain't play hard enough. That's what Ray Lewis was on. Could you imagine trying to defend against a player who is playing football with that level of intention and intensity?
No.
It ain't just about winning. It's about saving lives. Look, gotta be a little insane to be there. There's a reason there's been one Ray Lewis, okay? Definitely gotta have a lack of perspective, But hey, dog, the results speak for themselves.
Listen, we never questioned Ray Lewis, the football player. Never questioned that.
Yes. Thought he was saving lives. Oh my God.
Stop saying lives.
Dog. That is a real quote. I think he said that like independently, like publicly before. It's like, you could call me crazy, but look at the crime rate. When the Ravens win, crime goes down. I think he tells that to them to this day. That's why they still play so hard. like
Ultimate motivator.
You know how guilty you got to feel if you go win 6 games? Like,
hey, chill out.
That's a terrible thing to put on somebody's mind. Yeah.
I feel so bad.
That's what you wonder why the Ravens, like, there were a couple seasons in there where Ray wasn't like, where the Ravens weren't that great with Ray. Hey, man, that's tough. That's a crazy thing to believe in. But yes, don't want it with Ray, obviously. Does Cincinnati have anybody who strikes you? Mike Hilton. Yeah, 10-year career as a nickel.
Nickel.
No.
He ain't all the way right. Right here.
Ain't no way. Ain't no way you want to fight that man.
He's insane.
Also, Jalen Warren. Man does not take his helmet off on the football field.
Hey, man, it's the smaller dudes who real good at football that you need to watch out for. Them the dudes you need to watch out for. 100%.
Hey, man, I'm just going to say this right now. No disrespect. You can go very far drafting a team of weirdos. Like, hey, this one of those sports where that could work. Like, he don't take his helmet off. He only like to wear one sock. You might have a running back tandem for the next 20 years. Okay. Like, it take a little bit of while to be good at football, man. Like,
listen, gotta do what you gotta do. Look at our defensive line. We got a Dungeons and Dragons player and a man who loves dinosaurs and anime and other stuff, and they're great.
Myles Garrett wore a Hunter x Hunter shirt in a pre-draft interview. If that tells me everything I need to know about the levels in which people were not willing to test him.
Defensive player of the year. Best defensive player in football, not even close.
I wonder, like, are we going to find out if Myles Garrett has a documentary that, like, he was kind of small for, like, the first 12 years of his life? Because, oh, boy, if that was the case. Hey. He don't give me that energy. He gives me the energy of the kid who's always been tallest in class. I don't know.
Have you seen the photos of him in high school with his high school team?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's insane. It's insane.
It looked like he ain't supposed to be there.
You ever see Nick Chubb in high school?
No, I haven't. I imagine he looks.
This is worth the reaction. Go on your computer right now. Search Nick Chubb high school track.
Nick Chubb high school track.
Yes.
All right.
If you see a picture of him jumping very high in the air, you found it.
It literally says track picture. Oh my God.
Hey, you at home, Google it if you've never seen this.
Yo.
Yes. He always looked like that.
Yo. No, the photo of him jumping in the air is insane.
Yep.
No, he's not a real person, bro. Dog, they in the back just looking at him.
What you gonna do about that, man? And he probably won that race. He fast as hell.
That's crazy.
Like Nick Chubb don't run no 4.3. I mean, he don't run no 4.3, but he do run a cool 4.5, and that could be good enough to win that race. Like, yeah, man. It's always like the Browns have multiple dudes who have always been freak athletes every step of their career, and that's an amazing place for us to be at.
Yeah.
Like,
Every time we talk about the Browns, I'll be like, man, we've come so far.
oh my
We've come
God.
so far.
Oh my God.
People don't understand. We've come so far.
I know, like, hey, look, this team has problems. I understand. They make you mad but we got much different problems than what we grew up with, y'all.
Yeah.
like,
As a fan base, we got to put it back in perspective. Like,
hey,
this
dog,
team has come so far.
we be complaining about, like, it's like complaining about the Uber delivery being late when you used to be on food stamps. Like, hey, bruh, that's a good problem to have, man.
Great problem to have.
Yeah, our Uber came late. Ooh. But that being said, let me know in the comment section who you would want to fight the least on the Cleveland Browns or in the AFC North in general. It's a little fun experimental video. If you like stuff like this where we go a little bit off topic, still talk about the general NFL, still talk about things, but in a different way than we'll be doing the main channel. Make sure you check out Q and Kobe. Me and Kobe do this thing weekly, and we do be live. Also, make sure you check out the show on Spotify. But without further ado, y'all have a great night. Peace.